Okay, so this is the first actual recording I'm going to attempt. I just installed, or me and my AI both installed, DaVinci Resolve, and now I'm going to create a workflow to have my agent automatically edit my videos. It actually was able to import this test clip from earlier, so I want to see how far it can get through the DaVinci Resolve API directly, locally. This is my agent here. I'm currently using Claude Code, but any agent will work. So I'll come back with how it goes. And hopefully this video that I'm recording right now is going to be edited as well by the same agent. Okay, so here we are about an hour later and about 20 minutes of work where I was involved in that work. The clip is fully edited and I'm just going to play it for you now so you can hear what it sounds like. Okay, so this is the first actual recording I'm going to attempt. I just installed, or me and my AI both. So that's everything automated. I didn't do any of that editing. All that I did was review the iterative work that the agent was doing, providing feedback. And let's go look at what that looks like. This is the chat. And we basically started by setting up DaVinci Resolve, and after that we started developing a workflow for automated editing, but we had some issues with audio, we had some issues with audio channels, some issues with frame rates, and so as we were working together it started learning all of these things and capturing them as memories, both in Claude Code memories, which I don't really care about because that's proprietary to Claude Code, but also into my own system's memories. And I'll talk a lot more about that in other videos. But the benefit of using my system is that I can use it with any I want. It doesn't have to be Claude Code, so I'm not dependent on that. So let's go look at some actual logs here. So this is where we had the issues with the frame rate. So we set up Whisper so that we can get rid of the ums and uhs that I do naturally. And so it developed its own workflow for that. It stopped using Whisper and used another API because Whisper wasn't catching those. It automatically filtered them. So it took another pass and it found them and removed them. So now we have a pretty good workflow for automatically creating a DaVinci project, the first pass of editing, and then I'm going to go through all of the steps, color grading and all that stuff. Well, since I'm doing desktop capture here, we don't really need to do color grading. But, audio, touch-ups, normalizing, all that. That's going to eventually all be automated, and I want to capture some of it here. So what I'm going to do now is stop this recording, pass it through the same workflow, and then do another video showing that. So here we go. All right, so I had just stopped recording that video because now what I'm going to do is go back here and tell it, hey, I just recorded another video which should show the next steps that we just did. Please add it to our timelines and do the same workflow. And then we'll see what happens. So I'm going to pause it while it's doing this and just come back to the results. Okay, so first thing is it verified that the audio was fixed from the last issues we had. So the 2-track format, mic plus system. Ambiguous, a 3-minute take, and a 30-second one. Rather than guess, I'll identify by content. So it's probably detecting this video right now that I'm recording. So I hope it gets the right one. Let's see how smart it is. And that's going to be purely based off the model. So in this case, it's Opus 4.8. So we'll see. See how this is doing. It's still running. Okay, so yeah, it's figuring out the text in the video and going through the workflow. So I'll stop here and then come back once it's done. Okay, this is exceptional, and I have to mention this, that it was smart enough to realize that in the last video, I made a capture of the video before, and it picked up my voice and it thought, why is his voice coming in through the system audio, not the mic audio? And then it figured it out. Now it's clear. The full 3 minutes is your narration, and the clip playback sits at this timeline. So it figured out I was playing an old segment. So that's really cool. And I also just confirmed that so that it knows it was correct, and that I'm also creating another video right now. Oh yeah, and it caught that it was about to process this live video, so it caught itself doing that. It's no longer going to be doing that. And as we're doing this, everything always is an opportunity to learn. So right now, from this experience, this is a lesson. So I just tell it a lesson. Active videos should have some designation so we know not to touch them. Maybe in the file name or some meta, something for later. Let's see what it does with that. If it adds an effort, let's see if it does that, or if it just keeps it in its own memory for now. Yeah, so it says it's capturing it now, that the lesson. Whenever it says capturing, usually means it's using my knowledge node system. So that's a good sign. Although I don't see the tool being run, so I'm not sure. We'll see. We got our notification from our video agent. Let's see what happens. So TLDR rough cut is on your timeline. Filters, sorry, here we go again. Restart. Dead air removed with your on-camera playback demo protected by an explicit assertion. I did not touch your live recording. One heads up. You say we swapped Whisper for another API. We didn't. We reran Whisper with a bigger model. Oh my God. Guys, this is so powerful. It's crazy. So yeah, I guess we didn't use another model, just a stronger model of Whisper. So I didn't even know that. Let's go back to DaVinci, see what it brought in. And it brought in quite a lot. Oh yeah. And it looks very nicely cut. Let's review it. I'll start here. We had the issues with the frame rate. Oh no, so we set up Whisper so that we can get rid of the ums and uhs that I do naturally. And so it developed it. Okay, I had the mic way too close to my mouth and there was breathing sounds. So I just fixed that now. So I apologize. Yeah, because I'm not going to be redoing that. But I might just stop here, publish this video, and then make a part 2 with audio and delivery. Maybe automate the publishing and all that. But that's all for now, and I'll cover a lot more as I go along. See you.